Musical instruments have lifespans. This uncomfortable fact resurfaces time and time again. A musician brings their trusted noisemaker to the repair shop. From prospective elementary school students to seasoned players, whether it be a slip, a drop, or a bump, any wrong move can put an instrument out of commission and into the clinic. River Thompson is a band instrument repair mechanic at Absolute Music, a business that not only buys and sells musical instruments, but provides private lessons for all ages and services instruments on the daily. River began to master instrument repair work shortly after high school, studying at the Renton Technical School outside of Seattle and graduating in a class of 18. Since then, she has worked full-time as a repair mechanic, servicing instruments for Reno area schools as well as individual cases. Big or small, bass or treble clef, and brass or woodwind, no job is impossible for River to tackle. River holds the quality of work to a simple philosophy.
Good enough isn't good enough. There are other things like with the trumpet I was working on, for a rental horn, that's fine, but if that is literally how I have it now, is good enough. But for a customer instrument, good enough is not good enough. It needs to go out of here looking as good as it can, or I didn't do my job right.
As a musician, but also a savior for musicians in the local area, River understands the power of music as a tool for catharsis and unification.
You see a lot of the famous musicians doing tribute concerts and things, and that's their version of trying to help people with their grief. I know there was a tribute concert in New York after 9/11, and I'm sure there were other tribute concerts after the Las Vegas shooting, and it's a way to bring people together because music is literally a universal language.
River's work has given her countless opportunities to set things right for musicians dedicated to their craft. In particular, one story stands out to her emotionally.
There was an alto sax that came in for repair, I think, a year and a half ago. And it'd been in before. And I think somebody had dropped the kid's instrument. He'd handed it to somebody to take care of, and they dropped it. And it did a lot of damage. I knew him, I knew his grandma, because they've been in before. And his grandmother was just, musically, this kid could do no wrong. He was going places with it. And I gave her the repair estimate of what it should have cost. And I saw her just that look where they're just bracing. They know they have to get it done, but they can't afford it. And I'd quoted this lady, I think the repair was going to be over $150. And there's this look those parents get where it's like, okay, I will do this for my kid. They're that important to me. And what really got me, her grandson, because she was raising her grandson, her grandson turned around and started begging her, no, Grandma, we can't afford it. You just paid for this and this. We can't afford it right now. We can't do this, Grandma. And the poor kid, I mean, he couldn't have been more than 14 years old. This poor kid is just about in tears over the repair bill, begging his grandmother not to do it because she can't afford it. She's on a fixed income. And she told him basically, tut tut, it's what needs done. And I invited her back to the repair shop. We sent him off to go look around the store. And I had her sit down in my chair while I worked on the instrument and got it working again. And we just sat there and chatted. And at the end of it, I looked it over and I handed it back to her and said, sorry I couldn't do anything for you. Well, what do you mean you fixed it? No, I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything. And the look on that woman's face that, I waived a $150 repair bill.